What's up, guys? I hope everybody is doing okay. Today I've got this Amazon Luna gaming controller. Now this review is specifically for the controller. It is not for the Luna subscription, although if I can, I will try to give you guys some gameplay while I'm playing with this controller, but this review is specifically for this controller. Now I like the looks of it. Let's go ahead and jump right in, and I like the looks of it. If this is by subscription only, oh man, I'm terrible. Okay, this is by subscription only. Like, you had to have early access to it. Look at that. That looks beautiful. You had to have early access, and they granted me early access. You just have to go on there and request it. It took probably a couple weeks, but wow. Ooh, yeah. That fits in the hand nice. And it's got, oh yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that. Clicky, everything, and that's a button as well. You can see it's got a microphone built in. Headphone as well. USB-C charging, so that's perfect. All the bumpers, triggers. I'm not sure if they are like the Xbox controllers, where, you know, if you just slightly press it, you know, like if you're playing a racing game, if you just slightly press it. I'll learn about that here in just a little bit when I get into actually playing the game, but it does look really nice. I need some AA batteries, which, oh yes, they happily included. That's convenient. Some Amazon branded batteries. Get those things in there. Get in there. Get in there. All right. So this is nice. Okay, all right, so now you can see in the past couple of videos, if you guys are subscribed, if you're not, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, but if you see in the last couple of videos, I've got my other controllers that I use here. So I've got a Nintendo Switch controller. This is a Pro controller with just a fancy shell I put on it, and then here is my Xbox controller. I don't remember what it's called, some kind of lava something or another, but if I had to compare this controller to anything, I would say that it is a middle ground between these two. It's as if these two had babies, and so it is it's got these nice grips on the back where that cup your whole hand for adult players, and it is not quite as defined. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Not quite as defined as this, but it is much wider compared to that. Look at how small that is compared to the other one. So there's not much meat on this trigger back here on the Nintendo Switch. This one has a little bit more meat, and it fits in the hand exactly like this Xbox controller. So I think it's a good medium between the two. I personally like the Switch controller. The problem is again, there's not a whole lot of meat to grab onto this thing right here, but I like it otherwise. Anyway, this one, you know, the Nintendo Switch buttons are kind of mushy a little bit. These ones are a little bit stiffer, even compared to this one's probably the best, the Xbox. They seem really stiff. You know, joysticks are pretty good. D-pad seems pretty good. I'd be afraid of it was one of the problems with the Nintendo Switch is with this D-pad. You hit the D-pad, like if you hit left, it would accidentally hit the down button as well. If you hit down, it would hit the left or the right, depending on if you put too much pressure in one direction. I'll find that out here with this one. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get this thing linked up. It is Bluetooth. I'm going to get this thing linked up to my computer, and you can see right there, it's Alexa compatible over Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB-C charging, and it has a 3.5mm line in and out. So it is a microphone, so that's good. Play for the love of play. Perfect. Well, that's the box. Again, there's not a whole lot in there. That was it. And a little instruction manual, which I'm sure you'll probably want to go through. But I'm going to put that off to the side. Get rid of that. And guys, I'm going to get this thing hooked up to my computer real quick through Bluetooth, and then we'll get some gameplay going. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so that has been a chore to try to get this controller hooked up to my computer. Now, getting it, as far as the Bluetooth goes, it's synced up fairly easy. So you have to turn the thing on. There's a circle here, which is the action button, and then you have to hold B. Hold those at the same time down for about 3 seconds is what the manual says. This center light lights up. It lights up purple right now, but it would light up like a white color, and then it connected pretty simply. But after that, it seemed like it was near impossible to try to get it to hook up to anything. I at first tried hooking up. Once I hooked it up Bluetooth, I tried it on the Amazon, the actual streaming service, Luna streaming service, and I could not get it to recognize at all. And then I also tried it here on Fortnite, and again, it was not recognizing it. So I was forced to go old school and plug this thing in via USB Type-C into my computer. So the controller is plugged into my computer. It is actually playing right now. So, it's been extremely inconvenient, to say the least, to try to get this stuff. Come here, Meowscles. Oh no, that's Kid, not Meowscles. Meow. All right. Let's see. Destroy sinks and bathtubs. Harvest metal. Eliminate player. Oh man. Okay. As far as the actual controller goes, come on, get closer. As far as the actual controller goes, it's not bad, to be honest. It's not great. It's not as smooth. Like, the Nintendo Switch controller is very smooth, which is why I like the Nintendo Switch controller. But because I really enjoy the compatibility of the Xbox controller, and that's just what I'm used to. Anyway. The point was, the controller works for Fortnite. It works fine, it's okay. Again, I've been playing with the Xbox controller for so long, I got used to it. This is a nice controller, don't get me wrong. It does feel good in the hands. The knobs feel a little not quite as rubbery as they could be. Like with the Xbox controller here, it does have, it just feels like a more natural grip. Maybe it's just takes some time to wear out, and get it a little bit smoothed out, get that, some of those rough edges off. But, it's not a bad controller. Again, it does work. It plays with Fortnite. I'm sure now that it's plugged into my computer, it's tethered. The whole point of Bluetooth is to not be tethered, and I've got to tether it because it just does not function without it. Now, maybe there's maybe that was never the intention with the PC, and the problem is that with the supported devices, my phone is not a supported device, so I cannot hook this up to my. Well, I'm sure I can hook it up to my phone. I could probably play some games with my phone, but as far as the Luna streaming service, I'm not going to be able to play with this either because it does not support my device. So far, this has been a pretty poor experience. It's a Bluetooth controller that is shaped like the Nintendo Switch, has the button layout of an Xbox controller, which is fine with me. Again, if that's your style, that's your style. It's good. It's a good controller, don't get me wrong, but I really don't intend on using. I just wanted the controller. I don't intend on using the streaming service. So, again, this was not a review of the streaming service. This was a review of just the controller. And man, have I been having some issues with this controller already. So, just keep in mind that it probably won't connect to your computer super easy. There is a supported device list. I believe it's available on the website itself, but it does work. It feels good in the hand. There's I like it. I enjoy it. These buttons work pretty well. I'm not sure what that is. I guess a microphone testing 1 2. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Now, I did notice that once I hook this up to the computer, it does give me the option to set my output to this. So I could plug into here. If I have a game that actually works with it, then I could plug my headset into this and lay back on my bed or whatever. I'd be able to get away from my computer monitor directly in front of it and sit back and relax. So it does give you that option. I think it gives you the same option with like I've not noticed it with an Xbox controller whenever I have it hooked up. So maybe something special. I really don't know. But as far as the controller goes, I think it works good. And it's a good. Excuse me, sir. Get out of here. Okay. Anyway, good controller. It works fine. Just having to tether it. Why? It's a Bluetooth controller, and you can hook it up to things, but you have to tether it. My gosh. I mean, really. And as soon as you plug it in, it turns itself purple there, so it's connected. But I really don't get it. See, it doesn't even recognize that it exists. So whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of disappointing that it has to be like that. It really is, but again, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I hope this was somewhat informative. It's fine. It's just having to tether it is extremely inconvenient. You may find that you like it and that it works out well for you, and that's all cool. That's perfect. But as far as me, if I can get it hooked to my computer without wires that works with Fortnite, with other games that I play, then I will be absolutely happy. But for right now, I'm sticking with my Xbox controller, and I like it a little bit better. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this review, if it helped you out, kind of give you an idea of what's going on here, make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. If you're not subscribed, make sure you continue to watch and subscribe for future videos and tech reviews and unboxings and things of that nature. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.